Hey ladies and gents, before we start off this video, I want to remind everybody content creator program is going on. Click that support button, get yourself in. Plus number two, I'm not going to finish up the entire video here. I'm actually not going to even finish the whole fight. I don't want to take anyone's top 3000 because we got top 3000, but this is going to show you how to run the full dark team and how you want to actually set it up and what the rotation is for the fight. It's pretty much rinse and repeat once you get it, but just to give you guys a hand. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. My apologies, yesterday was date day with my wife. We decided to just only do a quick live stream with a little bit of Pokemon opening plus some free to play action on solo leveling, and we're back here on the pay to win account. This time we're going to be giving you guys not only some TNA, that's right folks, TNA, but also a little bit of a guide on how to get yourself the top 3000, specifically revolving around how to manage the dark run. Okay, the dark run is the one that people are going to have a hard time with. I think when everybody understands what to do, I think we all know the mission. It's super easy. But for dark, some people might be misunderstanding on how to manage it. So if you are going to be top 3000 in the power destruction, just remember one thing. You will not be top 3000 2 times in a row. Well, I mean, you can be, but you won't get the rewards 2 times in a row. You only get the skin once. Now, here's my only dilemma of doing this. I just feel bad putting myself into this whole mess because then I feel like I'm taking up other people's spots, but I feel like I kind of do have to make a guide for you guys anyways. So we're going to go ahead and do that and set it up and show you guys how I'm running this and what I'm planning to do. So for the dark team, you have a couple different options here. Okay, so let's start off with the setup itself. So ideally here, what you're going to run is you're going to run Moon Shadow Daggers and you run Plum Sword. Those are the two best things. Okay, that's pretty straightforward because most of your damage is actually going to come from Jinnu. He's going to be your main carry. That's how it's going to work, just because the dark team at the end of the day actually kind of sucks. So, but you do have a couple options with dark. You can go Libora for a little bit more damage for Jinnu because of her charm ability, right? Her charm gives you 15% more damage. And you obviously want to run Isla. Isla is going to be your main support here. If you're gonna run her as well too, you can have both as supports. But ideally, what you want to run is Harper as your main other breaker. Harper is incredible at breaking, really, really good for what she does, and she also increases dark damage. So this is going to be a big one. So if you want a secondary DPS, you can remove Libora. She's the only real expendable one, and you can put in the sisters instead and add Charlotte in there for a little bit more damage for you. I personally want to run Libora on this one just because I want to see how it looks, but we're going to give you guys the full breakdown on how this run works and what you want to do. Now, in terms of shadows, same thing as always, guys. Just run Igris, run Skull, and run Bestie. All right, so this is going to be your 3 main shadows here. You want defense penetration from her skills. You want obviously the defense down and this unrecoverable, and then of course Igris for the crit damage, or sorry, crit rate that is going to be required. So I run 2 and 2. You can run 4 and 4 if you want. It's up to you. So 2 infamy, 2 curse, 4 expert, right? So, and then over here I'm going to run the wish set. Here I'm going to run the guardian and sylph, and here you want to run greed. Pretty straightforward stuff. Okay, now for skill purposes, of course, you're going to be having a couple different things. Number one, you're going to have yourself magnify slashes. This is going to be your bread and butter for your damage, right? That's where all that's going to come from. Here it's up to you. I personally, and for the pay to win version of it, will run right over here. You guys can see, where is it finisher, right? No, not finisher. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, sorry. It's liberation. My apologies. It's liberation. Okay, the reason why you run liberation finisher is because you actually want to be able to activate thunderstorm as much as possible. This is going to be your biggest source of damage outside of magnifying slashes. So right here is what you're going to run every single time you can. Use it, and that's going to allow you to actually do it multiple times, right? So thunderstorm is going to be your best friend in this entire fight. In terms of blessings, you guys can use, of course, sharp perception is going to be one of your main ones, reawakening, bloodlust, and then here you can put in whatever you deem fit. I'm going to put We Are One, although We Are One probably isn't that necessary just because the rest of your damage dealers aren't really damage dealers. They're just your support really and breakers, so you can run Boss Slayer if you need. But the only problem with Boss Slayer here, keep in mind, if you run this, is that you will have less dash, so ideally you want it to stay away from that. We'll keep We Are One on this one just for now. And then over here, anything that can give you a shield, right? Because Guardian set will work right away with that. So there you guys go, a couple there. Here we can put this one, and then here we'll put, I mean, we don't need that obviously, so let's go with something like this, okay? Or you can do this one here if you want more damage or defense, right? So, but we'll run this. So there you guys go. That's going to be the setup there. And then of course, for your cores, just make sure everything aligns, right? So you want to give Libora as much crit damage and crit as possible. Ideally, you want to give her as much crit realistically, because her crit needs to be fairly high. You guys can see over here, if her crit's not high, she's really not doing that well. So 40%, that's awful. So we're going to go back and give her way more crit, just to give her the ability to support us a little more. So definitely switch this up and give her as much crit as you can. And then that'll be probably the best way to do it. So let's just give her these ones for now. Crit. And I'm going to give her even more crit on this end. Here's another crit. Perfect. Give her that. And then here she can keep this one here for damage increase. That's fine. For Isla, it's all damage increase, guys. That's all you care about, because all of her buffs will boost you even further. So damage increase. Let's see if we can find another damage increase kicking around here. Damage increase. We'll just take Leonard's. And then damage increase. Perfect. So you want to have hers, as close as to 50% as you can. If more is even better. But 43% is what we're kicking at here for her. And then for Harper, honestly, just make sure she can break. It doesn't really matter what you give her. She can probably, if you want to give her some crit and some extra things, defense penetration is not a bad option as well. Just again, that she can kind of penetrate a little bit more, do a little bit more damage. But ideally, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that everybody here is equipped with enough mana reduction so they don't have to lose mana. All of these guys don't really have that problem. You should be okay to go with this kind of setup here. So let's see what else we can give her here. Let's see if I have defense pen anywhere. Defense pen, perfect. Let's give her this. Give her this one here. All right, so there you guys go. That's the setup here. Let's go ahead and jump into the run. I'll show you guys how to do it. And also, before we do that, want to also, of course, remind everybody, guys, don't forget the content creator program is going on. Make sure you guys click that support button, get yourself in, get yourself some free codes. We got new codes coming next week for sure with the brand new collab dropping. So we're going to have brand new codes for you guys. Want to say big shout out to my top 10. BW Panda, welcome back again. You're killing it. Taco, J-Sto, 640, I don't know who that is. Sod, Telio, Cap, shout out to Cap, Play Level. I believe this is Ding. I think that's you. I could be wrong. And then I believe this is Kaiser. I could be wrong there as well too, but hopefully, I swear, I promise you guys, I try to remember. I'm so freaking old, I'm forgetting everything. So anyways, big shout out to my top 10. Thank you to everybody else that's supporting as well, all the way down to the 4,681. All right, guys, let's jump in and show you guys how to do this run.